Sometimes we feel stuck because it's not because we're not capable, but because we may be feeling overwhelmed or our thoughts may be getting stuck right where we are, and we don't know where to start. So what I've done was I really compiled a CCC approach of you breaking free and taking action to move forward. I'm Dr. Cheryl Clark, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. And I'm a communication coach and the founder of Speak Your Power Now Academy. And I help people to discover their authentic voice and break through the barriers what's been holding them back to their true potential. And in today's show, we're going to dive right into that. So if you've been here for the very first, if you haven't been here, and it's your very first time here, welcome. And today I'm going to show you the CCC approach, where it's three words: clear, control, and consistency. Those are the three words that we're going to tackle today and to get you very, very much so clear on this just simple system, a simple approach that you can apply right now. So as we go through this, I always talk about how you can just take control over your life. I'm a solution focused therapist. What that means is I take whatever's still working right now, and then we build on that, right? So that way you can actually take control over your life the way you want it to be. And it's just clear. So what we're going to do is we're going to get clearing out the clutter, and we're going to begin to move in the life that you want to build confidently, right? And sometimes we go through challenges and we get stuck. And I'm going to show you how I work with many more of my clients for us to get clear and concise in where we want to move into. So before I get started, I just want to say one note. I'm not here to replace your therapist or your mental health professional. What I am here is to provide you with practical tools, real world solutions and strategies to support you during your mental wellness journey. So in today's episode, come with me as we're going to break down these three C's, right? And we're going to see what's been holding you back specifically. And we're going to build on that to build some confidence and so you could take action and really take control in consistent steps, right? All right, so let's get started. If you know me, if it's the first time here, get the pen and paper out. I have a journal that you can get, and you can get it for yourself. I write it down. A lot of your thoughts needs to be on paper so you can get clear. A lot of times we stay cluttered up here and we don't get it out here. All right, so clear. That's the first word, clear. All right, so what does that mean? What is it to be clear? Clear means that you have to you can state what you really are meaning to say, because I'm saying that if you're not able to speak it, if you're not able to write it, you are not, and you have all this clutter. We got to remove the clutter and get clear. We got to remove the emotional noise. It's okay to move with your emotions at times. However, you need to have emotional regulation, right? So you got to be able to see my emotion, not stay in that emotion, and remove all the noise, remove all the clutter, right? And any external distractions that may hamper your focus, right? So when we're fully are clear, we know the direction that we're going to. We can build a foundation, make sound decisions, move forward, be productive, and have a peace of mind when we do it. So right here, right now, we're going to remove all the clutter. Get clear. That's the first C. So why does getting clear is very powerful? Because the powerful thing about being clear is that it eliminates all overwhelm. Because when your mind is cluttered, you feel anxious. You feel like things are urgent. You feel like they have to get done. When you are in overwhelm, your emotions are taking over. So clarity, you could say clear clarity, helps you to distinguish what's the priority and what's prioritized, so you can now move away from the distraction. So you got to get rid of the overwhelm. So when you're clear, There is no overwhelm. So when you are clear, you understand that the overwhelm has been removed, right? We got to remove all the overwhelm. We also need to remove the clutter. When your mind is cluttered, you got to remove all the clutter. When your mind is cluttered, you cannot think straight. Then you got to look and see what drives your focus. You got to see what is blocking possibly your focus. Because when you do not know what you cannot, when you cannot see in front of you, it's cloudy, right? What are you focused on? What are you giving your energy to? What are you moving towards? So you got to see what is your focus moving towards. Think about you in a car when you're driving and there's an accident and you look over there, your car is going to veer that way because you're focused not on the road, but you're focused on the accident. So you got to see what you're focused on. This is where you can see where clarity matters, where being clear matters. Also, what is your actionable and what empowers you, what motivates you? Because when you have a clear mind, you can confidently and decisively say, I am going to move with purpose. So when you're motivated, when you understand what you're clear about, what you're clear about doing, and what empowers your actions, you can now make a definitive plan, a definitive decision in moving forward. So the first thing I want you to do in this area, we're going to do it in all areas, but to get clear, to get real clear, you're going to brain dump. Write everything in your mind, the worries, the ideas, and then, and this is a very good thing to do a life audit. I have it on my site. You can book one with me. You could do one yourself. I have a video on there. You could do it yourself as well. But this is where you can just filter out to get real organized about who you are. There's a really good book about David Allen. He wrote a really good book, and it really talks about how to really get organized in your life. And he talked about one of the 3 C's in his book. And he talked about how you getting really clear and intentional about what you are doing, because clearing the mind is really understanding who you are. Because if you're really stressed out about deadline, you're stressed out about events, you're stressed out about, cleaning, you may be stressed out about a whole myriad of things, your children, whatever it is, you may be in a space where you don't have clarity. So prioritizing understands what this looks like. So let's prioritize to get clear. And you're going to ask yourself 3 questions. What's my immediate need? What needs my immediate attention? What do I have to do right now? What is immediate? This is just what you're going to do. You're going to write it down and say this to yourself. What needs my immediate attention? I'm going to make sure my marker is not working on me. Immediate attention. This is what you're going to do. Identify what's immediate. Then you're going to identify what can wait. This is for you to get clear. Then I want you to write down what you need to delegate or discard. Just completely do it. Delegate is something I had to get really, really good at, because a lot of times when you want to be in control of things, you want to do it yourself. So you need to delegate those things that you don't need to handle or discard. Yeah, you don't discard it. If you don't need to do that, then I want you to write it down. Then I want you to circle the things that you really are that has to be prioritized. Circle the things that you have to prioritize. Then I want you to underline the things and categorize them or cross them out, the things that you can discard or delegate. And when you have discarded or delegated, cross it out. Do you have to take out the garbage every night? Do you have to do that? Maybe you can delegate it, or maybe you can discard that. Maybe you can be that one to have an idea of categorizing it. Now, then when you do this and you're prioritizing everything and you're getting very clear, take the actionables, what you need to do. Maybe you have to answer a whole lot of emails in the very beginning of your day. Organize it. See what you can do for the 15 minutes. Can you do that? What is very specific, actionable? What is it that you need to set your goals for the day? Because if you don't set your goals, getting clear on certain things that you need to do during the day, like your health measures, your money measures, all those things really matter. So, on the top of the year, did you even know what you did? That's why the life audit is so important. Because do you even know how much money you have? How much money is coming in? What do you need? Maybe I need to make extra income. I'm not making enough. Enough is not coming in. When you get to know what you're doing, you can be able to now declutter. And maybe you need to do a physical decluttering of your space. Get it all clear. It reduces the mental clutter. So when you're moving in this area, I want you to see what matters to you right now. I know getting organized for me, I can't stay in a messy room. Every time I go into a messy room, I feel overwhelmed. So I prioritize when I have to do this room. But sometimes it can get overwhelmed. You take pieces of it. Maybe your four corners of your room. You take that corner. I'm going to do the closet this weekend. I'm going to do this other area the next weekend. I'm going to do this other area. And you keep it like that so you can begin to start somewhere and then be able to make a decision and be able to move in that. Whether you start with your desk, say, I'm going to start with my desk, then you'll be able to have clarity in even the physical decluttering. So that way you won't feel overwhelmed. And then you can really feel productive when you're staying focused on some of the things that you would like to do. All right. So in the area of getting clear, right? If you're feeling that you're not clear, if you're feeling decluttered, you brain dump, you prioritize, you define it, and then you move forward. Okay. Clarity isn't just about getting in the moment. It's about your daily practices. And we're going to get into that. But before we go on to the next one, I want you to look at yourself. Maybe you need to stop the video and see what you need to brain dump about and get clear about. Get it all there. Get it out there about some of the things that you need to get clear. Maybe your calendar, maybe you're overcommitting. You need to look at all the areas of your life. Maybe your health measures are out of control. Maybe you're feeling tired. Maybe you're not getting enough sleep. You need to look at these areas where you need to be very clear. Okay? The next one is control. This is the next C, control. Control. Now, control is about recognizing and leveraging what already is in your power, what already that you're managing, and it's about control, not controlling the things that you definitely don't have control over, which is other people. Maybe other things that are happening that are definitely out of control. You only can control yourself and build on what's already working for you. So like I said, like a solution focused therapist, I look at what's going on. I want you to focus on reducing that anxiety that promotes that when you feel like you need to be in control and you don't have it. Understanding that it can build confidence in you when you recognize that there's certain situations in your life that reinforces that. And you can begin to trust your own judgment, right? And then identify as you go along the foundations of building momentum of you staying in control of situations and things of that nature. So, what is control? What control is you having awareness about the things that are happening in your life, the situations that you are seeing, the progress that you're taking, and then you're getting success in that. You see, you made me not think about what's going there with the control thing, right? It's about you showing yourself in this space, start to say, what do I have control over and what's working? If you have control over your schedule, then you build on that. I want you to focus on your circle. Think about your life as a circle. And you're in the circle. What do you have control over right now that you can take action? Do you have control of what you put in your mouth? You do. Do you have control over what you eat, drink, things of that nature? That's going towards your health measures. Are you the resources that you come in? Do you have control over that? You have to look at what are your strengths. What are the things that you already have? What are the things I'm moving towards? And then maybe the control that maybe are you really supported by someone and you're relying on someone? This is really about your circle of control. I can control certain things in my life. I can control whether I set my own schedule. I control that. That's a plus for me. You may not be able to control your own schedule. So you need to look at your life and see what in your circle that you're able to control, not someone else. So instead of you saying what's not working, I want you to ask yourself what is working. So control is what is working. What's working already? So the small part of your situation is that maybe you're able to figure out your own schedule. That's great. What is the one thing that I can improve on? I can improve on not eating candy or snacks during the day or whatever I'm eating because my health measures is out of control. Or maybe that my mornings are very chaotic. I haven't been consistently setting my alarm. Whatever that looks like. Maybe my money, I need to take control of more of my money. What does that look like? And then you actually cultivating an environment that you're now seeing what is working. And then cultivate what's working. Write down 3 things, what's working already, and then reinforce your awareness around that. So what's working already is that I have been getting great sleep because now I'm controlling when I go to bed. That's one. I'm more grateful. So now I have a peace of mind. I'm giving more gratitude. I'm writing it down. I have control over that. I'm noticing that I am not getting upset when someone reacts to me conversely. I am not doing that. I have control over my communication. That's power. There's power in how you are interacting. So think about it like this. I always give analogies. Think about you're in a car and you're driving the car. What do you have control over? You have control over your own car. The steering wheel, how fast you go, how fast you accelerate, the brakes, all of that is in your control. You do not have control over the traffic. You do not have control over the weather. You do not have the control over the other drivers around you. You don't even have control if you hit the traffic and the roads are not clear and you choose to stay calm. That's what you have control over. You have the right to take another route. You have control over that. You have the time to use your time to listen to something uplifting on a podcast. Mine. You could turn me on. I want you to look at what you all was already working and focus on what you can control. The way you handle it is that you look at the scenario with the car. What is your reaction in the situation? You can't do anything if you're sitting in traffic. The only thing you can do is make a decision, a safe decision, a confident decision, and sit in it. And that's the journey of you being a part of this. Because you are just like the driver in the car. You are in control of this life. You have the power of your own actions. You have the power to shift your mindset. You have the power. Even when the external factors seem to be overwhelming, you can have a sense of control. You can empower yourself. You can stay confident. You can focus on the situation. You can focus on the situation. Oh, this is a horrible situation. The obstacles is happening. You can continue to do that, or you can focus on what's happening. What's happening that is already working. So you get those affirmations. Acknowledge your small wins. Acknowledge what's already working to stay in control. The last C, consistency. So we have the first one is getting clear. The second one is control. And the third one is consistency. Now, when you are consistent, that consistency is all about And I'm going to explain this. Consistency is it builds momentum. It's the small, consistent action that over time it leads to significant results. That's all that consistency is. Consistent actions. You start building even self-trust with yourself, credibility with others because you're showing up. Your habits, the repeat habits, the behaviors. And you get to see that sometimes it becomes second nature. You see, you get some people are looking forward to my videos that come on here weekly. I'm consistently showing up in your mental health journey with you. Not to take or to take a place of your mental health counselor or your professional, but just to support you along the way. Because foundation is consistency. So the small steps that you're going to take a small step. The small step is like a bite size. So if you said that I'm committed to writing a book this year, how about you just write 100 words rather than you said I want to complete the whole chapter? Just write 100 words. Write a page. Don't go, you haven't wrote a page, but you said I'm going to write a chapter. That's too big. Chunk it down. Small goals. And they get clear. As you're clear on that, then specifically, if you did the 1 page, then you can move towards 2 pages, 3 pages, or 4 pages. But get clear. So if you have a health goal, the health goal maybe you doing 10 minutes of yoga in the morning, or maybe you're going to aim to do instead of aiming to do a full workout, you know, if you go and do that, you may feel like you was defeated, but it's your approach of how you're moving towards it. And then track your success, track your process, because as you track it, you get to see, you visually see, which is a powerful motivator in itself. You get to see, listen, I'm looking at my habits. I'm getting 8 hours of sleep. I'm really taking note of what I'm putting in my body. I'm really completing these things because I'm checking them off on my list. And then if it doesn't work, if something's not working, that you put in something new, which happens a lot, don't quit. Just course correct. Adjust it. Just course correct. Just if you just got to move a step further, a step, just course correct. That's it. That's just like if you're in your car. If you go the wrong way, you turn the wrong way, you go into your GPS and it course corrects you to put you back on the right pathway. So as you're going through this progress, nothing is perfect. You're building consistent action. I want you to see this. If it takes you, if you're feeling overwhelmed, I want you to take a moment, take a breath, look at what's happening, get clear about what's happening and what do you have control over. You don't have control of what everybody else is doing. And I want you to look at your small wins that are happening. And if you look at yourself, and as I illustrated with the car, if you're driving a far distance in the car, say you're driving a far distance, and you stop and start inconsistently, it's going to take you longer to get there. So, as you begin to look at yourself, I want you to see how you're moving slowly and steadily. I don't want inconsistent stops. When you're stopping and breaking and stopping, no. You could do a good speed, slow and steady, slow and steady, slow and steady. Eventually you'll get there. But as you keep giving yourself momentum, as you keep moving consistently, the long-term goals will be there. As you keep moving with confidence, your abilities will begin to show up. You will get to see that you won't be focusing on what you can't manage. You won't be focusing on the overwhelm. You won't be stressed out because now you're taking these consistent actions. Commit to one small action this week. One small action. And when you commit to this, you're going to find that you're going to build a bridge with these small steps moving forward, right? And then you are going to see that you're going to get clarity, get clear, get control when you are consistent. These small intentional steps, right? So as you are moving through this season of your life, wherever you may be, it works for anybody. It doesn't happen overnight, but I want you to look at what you are moving with this 3C approach. The 3Cs, right? I want you to get clear. I want you to see what you have control over, and then I want you to take consistent actions. Now, I want you don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, share it with someone that you think may need this, or book a session with me. I do life audits or whatever you may need. Inbox me. Join the Speak Your Power Now Academy, as a community is designed right for you to take these little courses, mini courses, for you to take control over your life one step at a time to reach your full potential. The description is in the link at the below. And I want you to remember, I'll always end with this, that your life is defined by one single moment. Let that moment be today. And this is your moment. Till next time.